Okay, we're back one more time for hour number one of a Tuesday night edition, August 14th. Thank you so much for finishing up your evening here with us on Out of Bounds, and thanks to the coach of our team, Warren Bell. How you doing there, Coach?
Doing well, Johnny. How's your voice?
It's better. It's a little bit better. I'm probably 98% here. I got a little tickle still, but I'm beginning to sound like myself. All right. Well, we played basketball this weekend. We talked about it. Get your thoughts here on the air now that the Magic have rid themselves of Dwight Howard.
And that's all they did was just got rid of him.
Right.
You and I talked a little bit about it. They didn't get a return on the investment they had, which was Dwight Howard, but they definitely needed to do something and move him. And I just think that they would have had a better opportunity with an Andrew Bynum, with a Pau Gasol, some type of a big force in the middle coming back, and maybe a draft choice or two. But I just don't think they got the return that they needed.
I've listened to so many people talk about this and speculate on what their thoughts were on the Magic. By the way, if you get a chance to listen tonight at 9:33, we're going to have George Diaz of the Orlando Sentinel. So obviously this is going to be topic number one with George, and hopefully he can shed some light on this. Perhaps he's even talked to the powers that be. As I'm looking at this, though, I'm beginning to really wonder what the Sixers were thinking. They give up Iguodala, and they get Jason Richardson, which by all accounts is a bad contract.
Terrible contract.
And then Andrew Bynum, who, though much more quietly, is in the same situation as Dwight Howard and is free to walk next year.
And possibly even as much of a head case as Dwight Howard is.
Probably worse of a head case.
I don't know about that.
He's probably
It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up
well,
there.
but you've never seen Dwight Howard take place on the court, at least that I've seen.
Right. That's yeah, that is true.
Okay, I mean, once you get inside the lines, Dwight Howard is all business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy here, more than once we've seen him ass up, during a game. Your thoughts, Coach?
You wonder if there was something with Iguodala that Philadelphia didn't like, whether he demanded the ball too much or something. But it did seem like in the playoffs when I saw them play that he kind of carried them in the moments where they needed to score. He was the guy that took the big shots. So I don't know. I don't know the situation inside Philadelphia. Bynum's a talent, and I think they took a risk there on getting a big man talent, and that's why they did it. And I think they're hoping that coming out of L.A., where he didn't have to always answer to Kobe and everyone else that was there, that he'll come through and shine. He'll be the star for them. But that's the only way I can see it.
And I can understand obviously you want to get Andre Iguodala, but I can't believe that the Nuggets let go of Al Harrington. You got to think that they know that they're getting Andre Iguodala, and you run Lawson. Who else?
Well, you got to give
Lawson,
to get. I mean,
Lawson, Iguodala, and Harrington. I mean, damn man, I would have almost given away the whole rest of the team for that 1, 2, 3.
The interesting thing is the Sixers making a move for a big man when, I mean, this is a little man's game now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it was 20 years ago when you had to have a center, a core, and anchor of your team, and then build around it.
Who was was it Elton Brand was their center last year?
Right.
Yeah, but they're all big fours is what they are. There's only probably 2 real centers, 3 maybe 4 at the most.
Yeah, and they were just in the trade
in the league. Yeah. I mean, there's not many, but and even I've got in front of me. I didn't realize that the Magic got so many bodies. Beyond Aflalo and Harrington, they also got Harkless, Vukovic, I guess, from Philly, Josh McRoberts, and Christian somebody from the Lakers. I was listening to someone speculate. I started talking about this before, Coach, that the Magic didn't want to bring in another big man because then already some of their die is cast. If they get the kid from Lopez from Nets or something like that, then they're kind of stuck with him and his contract, and their die is kind of cast. Where now they have a clean slate, they have a lot of cap room going into the following season, and they have this exemption I'm looking at here of $17.8 million for trades over the next year, so that they've got some room to work. My concern is the Orlando brand hurt? Do people in the NBA think that Orlando is a bad place to live, a bad place to play ball?
I don't know. We look at, we know Shaquille O'Neal's situation. He wanted to get to L.A. because he wanted to be a rapper and he wanted to be a movie star and the whole deal. But
forgot he was a rapper.
When you look at Dwight Howard, the situations that you're just talking about, them setting up a situation where they can get the big guy, that's what they did to get Howard. And it just seemed that Howard just soured we don't know how Howard's going to do out there, whether he's got the same problems. We know that he said he's going to go free agent after the next season, so you almost had to jettison him out of Orlando, but I don't think you can get another guy. We talk about not many big guys in the league, not many centers in the league, but that guy is like a goalie. If you can find one, especially an athlete like Dwight Howard, he covers for so many defensive mistakes that he just saves your team, who knows, 10, 12 points a game just defensively. But it just seems like that's the guy that they wanted, that's the guy they had, and yet for some reason it just didn't work out. And I don't think you can do better than what they had with Dwight Howard.
Well, they never could get equal value. I mean,
No.
just like we were talking about Jerry Sandusky, the punishment couldn't fit the crime. There was no way to get equal value for him. The question is just mitigating your losses, trying to cut them as best as you can and get as much as you possibly can. I wonder a lot about the timing of this deal for the Magic. I still think that they, as distasteful as it sounds, and we'll certainly get George's thoughts on this.
Wouldn't you at least wait till the doctor cleared him to play for his back? I mean, I would at least wait till that happened.
Good point. At least you could say, listen, I'm not dealing in damaged goods, because obviously that's a question as well. But I assuming all of this is based on the assumption that he recovers from his back surgery. But I mean, that being the case, you get down to the trading deadline. Yes, it's intolerable in the beginning, but we've gone through a year and a half of intolerable. What's 2 more months? You get to the trading deadline. You get a team who thinks that they can rent Dwight Howard for the last month or so of the season and a strong playoff run and take a shot at a championship.
Right, and probably Steve Nash in the same boat.
Yeah.
Probably a 1-year deal unless, they feel like they can get them both back. But Nash is probably a 1-year deal, too, to try to win it with Kobe and Howard, et cetera. And Metta World Peace, your favorite player.
Yeah, remember when Gary Payton and the mailman went to the Lakers, it looked like, to try to grab a ring, and it didn't work out with Kobe and Shaq?
Right, it just didn't work out.
God, that was awful.
This could be nothing, if Howard ends up being more seriously injured than what people think, and Nash can't guard anybody. I mean, that situation could certainly come up again, and no telling what you're going to get with Metta World Peace and how much mileage does Kobe have left. I mean, there's big questions there.
I just find it very curious that the Magic didn't, have the doctor go ahead and clear him before they traded him. To me, it's just something's up there, because wouldn't you think that you would just be like, okay, is he on? Something should have come out. He's on pace for a full recovery. He's going to have a full recovery.
Well, I think that everyone, even the tenor of our conversation here, we're all talking as if it's pre-assumed that his back is gonna be fine. We're not sitting here saying, "Whoa, the Lakers just got stuck with damaged goods." We're all talking, in the tense, so to speak, that his back is going to be just fine.
Right.
About a minute and a half here left, Coach. Your thoughts on USA basketball? They struggle with the Spaniards. You and I had talked at the gym. It was interesting that the Argentinians didn't turn it into another UFC battle like the first game. What are your thoughts on USA basketball, them winning the gold medal, and should it be an Olympic sport anymore?
Oh yeah, I think it's a tremendous sport, and the world keeps getting closer. We saw the best that we probably had to offer, minus a healthy Dwight Howard, that type of thing. But Spain, I don't think we fought the United States because it was close. I thought Spain played tremendous. In the first half, they were knocking down threes whenever they got the opportunity. The second half, they went inside. Maybe if Marc Gasol doesn't pick up that 4th foul, which was a foul, there's no complaint there when they showed the replay. But if he doesn't pick up that 4th foul, that game's down to the wire, which it was anyway. I just thought it was a tremendous basketball game both ways. I thought Spain was tremendous.
No, it was that. I still say, and we're out of time here, that we send our team, the defending NBA champion team, should go and play, and it would be a more cohesive unit, in my opinion. But in any event, Coach, thank you again so much. The coach of our team, Warren Bell. We'll see you again soon.
Good talking to you guys.
See you, Coach.
Okay, 1 hour in the books. Let's take a little break here. See you back here on this side with Wolf Herd of Buccaneers101.com.